generally speaking, what is an easement, and then
Yeah.
what type of easement are you talking about?
I've always thought that conservation easements, which is what we've been talking about, is a bit of a misnomer, because when you think of easements, you think of a right that one property owner gives another to use their land. For example, if you and I both own property, you know, contiguous to one another, we're adjoining landowners, and I give you an easement to cross my property to get to your house, I've essentially given you an access easement. I've given you a right to use my property for the benefit of yours. Whereas with a conservation easement, we're not really, you're not giving away a right to someone to use for your property. I often try to analogize or use the metaphor of owning a piece of property as having a bundle of rights, or having a bundle of twigs, a bag of marbles, whatever you want to call it. And with each item, in each stick in that bundle, or each marble in that bag is a different right to do something. Maybe it's the right to lease the property for hunting. Maybe it's the right to rent an apartment to live in. Maybe it's the right to drill for oil, whatever. In this case, the rights that would be given up under a conservation easement is the right to develop the property, the right to store toxic waste on the property, the right to clear cut all the natural vegetation. So I'd rather call it, if I could have my way, I'd rather call it a conservation restriction, because it's a voluntary restriction that's placed on the property by the property owner to ensure that in perpetuity, forever, that property will be protected from being developed, clear cut, or disturbed.